Mm. Hello. Oh, fancy jumping on? Ugh. I suppose if Ash goes away, I don't have to worry about getting pulled as much. God, mate, his head is spinning, isn't it? Hello, Stevie. Oh, Steve, yeah, you can jump on if you want. Suppose, yeah. Click the link. If it's clickable, I know what's going on with StreamYard. Yeah, I'm all right. I've got a massive big chunk out of my face. No, it's a scratch, really. It really is just a scratch. I was down at the gym today and this is why you should cut your nails before any sparring session. The bloke went to take me down. I was obviously covering my face. And as I pulled my hand down my face, I gouged my own face out. Got a big scratch under my eye. Like literally just at the bottom of my eye. Going down. Proper like a big cat. Like I clawed myself. Oh, what an idiot. I was more angry with myself. The bloke stopped, goes, what I do? I was like, nothing, I've done it myself. Because the MMA gloves, they're like open. You got your fingers are open. A few times I've had problems with the eyes with MMA. It says can't bring you on. It says it's got like a logo through the camera. I don't know. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. How's it going?
Oh, it's
Is
Finley,
that you,
mate. You
Steve?
all right? Yeah, you want
Yeah,
mate?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend.
Uh, how's it going? So I've lost touch with all our bullshit.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Just ticking along, mate. Been a quiet one, to be fair. Kept off the drink and that.
So I'm just in the toilet, mate.
You want mate?
So just
Have
in the
you-
toilet then. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
been a while. You want to go live, didn't you?
it is, mate. It is.
You want to get off your chest?
You
I
what?
can't actually. I can't remember what it's all about. I just turned the live on and just said, anyone fancy jumping on? What's been
Yeah,
happening?
not a lot, mate. Just been keeping my head down, to be fair with you. Have you heard out of any of them wrong'uns?
Only that the ginger one is a pedo.
I
I
know
meant
I
to.
got sent a message yesterday about that.
And it's all
Do you
over
know
the internet. He's avoiding he's avoiding what his daughter said about him, but he's
what she exactly
100%.
what she said about him?
He said my dad. The reason why I don't talk to my dad is because he's a pedo.
Well, this is what my point was, mate. Is like you've got all these circle of people trying to coerce and drill things into people's heads about certain people. And basically, mate, it's like, hang on, son. They're doing it because of what they are themselves. Do you know where I'm coming from? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, when your own daughter says that, I mean,
it's
an
absolutely
adult daughter as well.
disgusting.
um,
What
It's
makes me what makes me
it's
laugh?
like they got a deep hatred for him, and I think she finally confessed the reason.
Well, look how he was when how they all were with me. When obviously I was banging the drink and all that. Say this, say that, say this, say that, and like obviously I done the right thing, and obviously I was in the wrong. Do you know what I mean? And then it's then all of a sudden it was he's done this to his mum. He's done this to his kid's mum. I ain't done nothing of the sort to neither one of them. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've always suspected he's been involved in a lot of wrong and activity because the stuff they accuse people of, it's like the maddest shit. Like I can't even think about that myself. Going to mute up and sort it out.
That's what I'm saying to you, mate, John, is it? Like, how can someone, like that fucking Val piece of shit in Gateshead, even comment or anything about me when she's got 5 kids she doesn't see? Do you know where I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah. They're trying to coerce people, and then whatever they're doing wrong, they say the other people are doing exactly what they're doing. The thing that made me laugh is that they said, do you think they said to me, do you think a criminal tells you what they're going to do before they do it? And then that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. It's mental. Absolutely mental.
Because it's made up fantasy.
Well, you got Humble Dryer's page, or what you call it, channel, where he's asked for window cleaners, and you know what that means. Next day, somebody's house gets shut up. Obviously aimed at the windows. Don't take a genius to work that out, man. Obviously, it wouldn't hold up in court, but you know what you know. He's gone. Anyone else fancy jumping on? Only just fired this up. It's only bullshit. It was just a spontaneous, impulsive one. Craig, I can't read. Craig, I've got to be careful reading names out. 420. Hi. Yeah, I was doing a bit of MMA today, and the bloke went to take me down, and as he went, my hands were obviously covering my face, and I pulled my hands down to try and block it, and as I pulled my hand down, I ripped my face. I got a big cut under my eyeball. Oh, there was 2 people there. Oh, you're back again. You went. Oh.
There's his iPad there.
Who's that? Someone just had a link in the back.
Did you do much over the New Year?
Yeah, I went on the mountain out by the hill and saw the fireworks going off. About 20 minutes. It's pretty spectacular, that, isn't it? Whole island lights up all night, man. Well, 20 minutes. Like boom, 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 boom. It's like Lebanon. Change rockets with fireworks. He's gone again. I've got a YouTube link. I'm going to put this link in the chat because I don't know what it is. YouTube. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I'll put it in the chat. Oh, Christ. You keep falling off, Steve. If you want to jump back on, if you want to get off your chest, I think you said you want to make a new channel. Let's see if we can put a link to your thing. Steve wants to open his make a channel. Want some help starting it up. So if I go and what's this? Oh, bollocks, okay.
All this from Paddy,
What's this?
Conroy, and anyone else. Nothing.
It's just that True Seeker channel notification. There's Stevie gone again. Oh God. Huh?
It don't really matter, you know what I mean? Like I say, we don't see eye to eye, but we get on for the right things sometimes.
I don't know why someone came in the back chat and sent me a link to Axel's channel. Just checking it out. I don't know why. It's probably Ash. I don't know what he's on about. Oh, there's a Storm King. It could be anyone. Axel's live at the moment, so I don't know why you can just jump on if you want, Axel. I don't got a problem. What's going on? Yeah, I was going to get Steve's link. I'll get distracted easily. Anyone else fancy jumping on? Or Steve, you fancy jumping back on? I know you got a line your hands full there. Oh, you got a house full of you can hear a kid screaming in the background. Need looking after. Need to be away from them lot, man. All proper wrong ones. All of them. No, they've got one of them's got a chance to do the right thing, but he's just playing bloody mind games and shit, man. More for him. Yeah. Where is it? Anyway, so what else is going on? I see Trump's taken out one of the presidents of Venezuela by the looks of it. Iran's been getting bombed. Bomb, 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 Iran. Can't see Steve now. There's a mob blocked him. His comment's been removed. I don't know what's happened there. Bird chat. I've got a big. Don't block this geezer yet. I think this is Tony Bird shit. Does somebody check that out? Bird shit. Does somebody check that out? Yeah, that's him. It's Tony Bird. Oh, God, someone's walked in. Yeah, it's Burgett. How are you, my boss, Burgett? Why are you speaking to me? You don't want to speak to me on your own channel. You got me blocked on there. Why is it that you're an acceptable bacon? Why is it that people like Iceberg and Dildo Dave, who hate you, by the way, well, according to what they told me offline over the years, I think his last words were when me and Dave still had that line drawn in the sand. It was getting thinner and thinner. And this weren't that long ago when he tried to reason with me about Sharon, and he said, in her own time, she'll know what Tony is. She'll have to find out for herself, but please stop going in on her. So I did. And then things got a bit heated later on. How can you be my boss? I'm not a bacon like you. You know, your own words said it. And then it's backed up by Sarah's law. And you think you think Maria is the only one that's done a Sarah's law. Plenty of people have done them. They know that you're I know people that know you, and this is going to be a little bit, half eat or swallow. They know exactly what you are and what you're about, but they don't tell you because they're scared of you, Birdshit, because they don't want to be trolled, and they know you got the ability to be a little bit dangerous, with your one eye and driving and all that. You might accidentally, while you're stalking somebody's house, you might hit the curb and drive through their front window. And, people that have got kids and family. See, the thing is, if you live anywhere where you can be, close to, some people got to think to themselves, am I going to go back and forth with this geezer? Or shall I just be polite to him and keep him at arm's length? Because believe it or not, Birdshit, you are not liked. You are not liked even by people that you talk to. But, you go on thinking of the big cheese, you sit there and you camera off in your dark room. When you got your camera off, when you're doing your lives and it's pitch black, is it pitch black and your camera is on and you're just sitting there in the dark? Is that because you're hiding in the dark, or you just got the camera pointing the ground? I mean, you could at least have an avatar or something to look at, just a black camera. You are one of the biggest bacons on here, and it's interesting that Humbles won't write you off because he's won two. Dave won't write you off because he's won two. Iceberg shared your channel. She's won two. You're all bacon bunches. Oh, yeah. Ash, I don't know what he is. I think he's got a bit of everything in him. I think he's got a bit of you in him. Up his backside. I'll ring a doctor. No one likes me. Well, I mean, we know what you are. Even Apollo, the real Apollo, said what you are. The one that Ash really respects. But, how many CCTV cameras have you got round your place where you live at the moment? 1, 2, 50? Why is it motorsports couldn't get close to your place? Well, the closest he could get was without being, being able to be off the radar. Dear mate, you're a proper popo worker. Bacon bombs. Piss off. At one point I gave you the benefit. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt on people who are shouting accusations at people and shit like that. And see, see myself, if it's real or not. And do you remember when you turned on me? Just because I asked you for your acro for your last page or something. It wasn't the only reason why I asked is because you just randomly sent me your list of convictions. Didn't even ask for them. So I think if you're going to do that, you might as well just send me the full lot. And then he was about to fall out with Karma Corner and you already had information on him, you said. I was like, what would you be planning, premeditating, like if somebody falls out with you, then you're going to do this, going to do that. So am I right, Birdshit, that when you're talking to people that you talk to now offline, that you're actually recording them and you're getting information on them in case one day they really do see what you are. So then they can't turn and they have to sort of, smile, nod, and just try and keep you at arm's length. I don't have to go. I don't need to do that. You see, I know you are a dangerous man, a very dangerous man, especially a dangerous man who's got living families, and shit like that. And you made this little circle of people all on the internet. You call people computer people. It's exactly what you are. You're a computer person. I don't see you go out. I can't imagine you going out and going down a pub and sitting in a pub and, mingling with people there. I went to Redcar and I went out there with certain people of YouTube and everybody, loved her and sat one group and then into another pub, another group. Do you have to keep your head down when you walk outside? Do you have to wear like a sunglasses and Ali G hat? Do you hang around in the areas where there's a lot of, like, say, black people, so you can blend in as like one of those white men Ali G people? Make yourself like you're younger with a pair of sunglasses on and Ali G hat and cover most of your face up. Maybe go, yeah, man, in it, man. You feel me, fam? Dear. I stand in front of you. You won't do nothing any day of the week, right? No, you're in dreamland now. You're back in fantasy land, and watch you cry and beg, please. But the thing is, T-Bone, is that if I was in front of you, the old Bill would be standing behind you or in front of you. You'll get me nicked. Every time I questioned you, pulled you up about what was being said about it, you kept saying, call 101, I'll meet you at the police station. I've still got all that stuff. You want me to put it out? Is that what you want? You're a fucking grass, aren't you? You told me that what you do is, you told me your tactics. What you do is you get all the evidence on everybody on YouTube and you keep it on your phone. So when your phone gets seized, you give the police your PIN code. Well, you haven't put a PIN code on there, and then you see it as them grassing themselves up. Even though you go around stalking Anne Dragon's house, sent me a video of that. Humphrey's house, sent me a video of that. Fucking creepy bastard, didn't you? So why didn't you stand in front of any of these men that you went round stalking? And see you knock on Humphrey's door, so you walk up to it and walk away again. Remember that video? It's on Twitter now. It's uploaded there. So you keep your and the other thing you did, you took a picture in the gym, didn't you? About a couple of years ago, I think it was. You with a geezer from a year prior, and you went back to that same gym wearing those same clothes a year after that, and took a selfie and made it look like that picture was taken the same day. You are a sneaky little fucker, aren't you? Oh, stand in front. You won't stand in front of me. You won't. And I would stand in front of you as long as these settings were right and I wasn't going to end up doing a jail sentence. Of course I'll stand in front. I've stood in front of people 10 times more dangerous than you, bird shit. And I've lived to tell the tale. So you, my pedigree chum, would just be like, well, it'd be like those little dummies they use for practicing sparring on, like a punch bag, just a warm-up body. What's being eyed, mate? He's trying to, all right, Paddy Mac, why can't I see any of those comments? He might be personally blocked. Let me introduce you to T-Chat75. He's got one eye. He lives around York. His nickname is the Beasley York. he's coming here to stir things up. He probably realised he wasn't blocked from my channel. He's a alleged SO. He's been allegedly remanded for rape of girls. You got to be careful because this person he's 999 fingers. He's one of those dregs of society which, if you met them, you wish you never met them. All right, Peggy. Well, I've got one thing in common with you, bird shit, but mine should heal up. I've got a big mark under my eyeball now, so my vision is slightly impaired. Well, how do you read your comments, bird shit? How do you read them? Because, like, one eye's gone and the other one is, like, you know, tinted. So have you got someone reading them for you? Have you got, all right, Maria. Have you got do you use a magnifying glass when you're looking at your screen? I just got this funny image. I think I saw it in one of those comedies. Was it like Hot Shots 2 or something, where a man's looking with a magnifying glass and you can see his big eye there, and he takes a magnifying glass away and you really do have a massive eye. Oh dear. I'll go send you some pictures of this proper wrong. And oh, Maria, you're in the chat. I forgot. You and Birdshit, be careful. You and Birdshit got history. His nickname is Birdshit. He gave himself that nickname as well. How mad is that? She moved from London to Yorkshire. I was watching the other one and heard Jimmy say to you, stalking. Oh, don't know what you're on about. If you're going to start getting all legal crap in here, then go fuck yourself, T-Bone. All right, North East Syndicate. Oh, got some big comments here. And last one. Talk of. Is that not weird? Yeah, it is Sarah's Law. Yeah, it was. You know what? Certain people were in tears when they heard a certain Sarah's Law. That's all I'm going to say. Got to be careful what I say. He is 999 figures. 999. Yeah, it's 3 nines. Yeah. 14 in the house. No 14-year-olds allowed in here. Budget. Sorry, it's 18's over. Oh, more like 20's over. Well, take that 14-year-old and take her back home. Budget. Don't get that 14-year-old out your house. It's actually 27, by the way. You can't count. So that means that you do have a 14-year-old in your house. That's what you just said. 14 in your house. Yeah, your 14-year-old niece. I've got about. My missus has got about, well over a dozen nieces and nephews. And you know what? I'm not a father to. I haven't impregnated not one of them. Sorry about that. I'm not a bacon like you, Budget. Oh dear. I married a 14-year-old. Fucking hell. You know how crazy that sounds? You know, it would actually be illegal to marry a 14-year-old. I think even if she was 16, I think technically you can marry a 16-year-old. That don't even make sense. I married a 14-year-old. I'm married. I've got my marriage certificate here. And I'll tell you, my missus, was well into the second back half of her 30s. Oh dear! Like I'm going to show you, I'm going to put my marriage certificates up to prove to Bacons like you. Because the worrying thing is that your Bacon mate Dave has been contacting people that follow me, thinking that they're my brother, and then but saying that they're nonce enablers, telling them that they're protecting a nonce and saying that I'm a nonce and that I'm impregnating my 14-year-old niece, and then going and looking at their children and put their children online. These people never even met me before. How fucking mad is that? Oh dear. Paddy, we're going to have to get like a bus together and go after these Bacons, get a few good people. Oh God, I sound like him now. See, you've ruined that name. Good people, good people. Oh God, I can't even say that without cringing now. Get a few normal people, so that a few normal people, and go after some of these people. You know, just teach us some manners. Call it the manners buff. And just go around England and Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Maybe not Ireland, they've got their own ways of doing things over there, but Scotland, Wales and England. What's he said now? Dave took all money off. Yeah, he took $2.5 grand of me. I've been skint. I haven't been able to eat for like 4 years since he done that. Oh dear. That lot say sick. Hang on. If anybody wants me to block him, let me do so, because he's here inciting stuff, and he could probably get somebody nicked if they say the wrong things. So be careful how you talk to him in the chat, especially if he knows who you are, because he will get information and he will hand it over to the popo. The popo. Bullshit. See, this is why you call. What was it you said? Like you were sticking up for Humbles, and you took that John Wason account down and gave yourself a big pat on the back, and you said that he goes targets families. Oh my God, the Humble Dryer targets families. I agree with that. That was just a channel before that had an opinion, and you took it down. Well, apparently, what you said. See what I mean? The very things which you lot do, you accuse other people of doing. I don't think you really care, because it's only a small channel anyway. Just fire up another one. Not really. That stuff. There's also other platforms. There's Twitter as well. You know, or X, whatever you call it. You can get away with much. There's Rumble. You know, there's Facebook and TikTok. That's why everything I do, I've spread across multiple panels. Sorry, multiple platforms. I don't care about anything in life. Ah, you poor bloke. I don't care about anything in life. Well, you know what the opposite to life is? Does your dad care about you, Burgett? What was the story about why you got left with one eye? Captain Birdseye, take it. Yeah, take the other one. I just can't. I mean, for years, like that. For years, Dave was very clear that you was very clear. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I just had a phone call. What's this? I can't see properly. A day in the life of Birdshit. And now, can you answer my question? Who's this Paul? How do you feel about talking about controversial subjects? It's better to leave them alone. I kind of agree with that to an extent. I haven't seen him in the chat for a while. Get up, Paul. Hello, Emma. Are you all fucked now? The boss is here. Bird shit, go and hide. Hey, if you call a piggy, you're gone. You show respect, or I will exterminate. Or one of my mods will. Call her Ms. Emma Cockrell, or you're gone. Next comment comes out as Ms. Emma Cockrell, or you're gone. Next comment. I'm getting ready. Fingers on my block button. If he doesn't come out and say that, first one to block. I respect nice people. Not that right. That's it. You're gone. Gave you a chance. Boom. Oh God, what's happened here? Oh, my comment's gone. Oh fuck! What done it? I've done something here. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I can't find my chat. Oh, what done? Oh. Oh, back again. Fancy jumping on? Anyone? Emma, you can jump on, have your say if you want. I've got rid of him. He gave me a speech about good people, bad people, blah, 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 blah. So I just thought about getting rid of the bad people, so he was gone. I agree with him. You shouldn't show respect. Should treat good people with respect and bad people with disrespect. That's why I had to kick him off. Yeah, if you want to jump on anyone. It's not. Oh God, what do you want, Ash? I'm gonna have to. The funny thing is, the link's there if you want to jump on. The thing is, Ash, is that you put your banner up because you pawn bombed me. How mad is that? Hello,
Jim. Hey, Jim.
oh my God, we're
How
sorry,
can you
get
see
pawn
him
bombed.
there, like?
He must have you personally blocked. I
Yeah.
don't think you can see my link. The link is like the one above your comment,
Yeah.
and you can see that. So you must be blind. Link ain't blue. Well, let me just click on it. You twat. What difference does it make? What colour it is? You can still click on it. Copy and paste it. If there's something wrong with your phone. What do you want, Ash? I've given you an ultimatum. If you either take it or you don't take it. How are you, Emma?
I'm great. Absolutely great. Tony confirmed he's on Bacon's pick up Marisa Bacon. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, all's good. All's good.
Oh, good in the hood.
Yeah, all's good in the hood. So I couldn't see Birchit there, but what was going to say? Where's that divvy, Ash?
Don't know. He's in the comment. I'll highlight it and then come on the screen. Ash, you can jump on. I'll put a banner up. I'm not doing an Irish bull and say jump on and not put a link out or give the link and then don't let me on. I can't see the point in that. It's funny because Birdshit, you say call people cowards for hiding their faces. You block everyone you don't like.
Yeah.
All right, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
The liquor's going out again. If it's not blue, I can't. That's the problem at your end because it worked fine with them. It worked fine with Steve. Jumped on earlier and just left.
I think Steve just messaged me.
Yeah, he jumped on. I think he was having. I could hear his kid in the background screaming. So I
Yeah.
think he just went to go and deal with some
Yeah.
stuff.
Come on, Ashley.
See, you can have like talk without talking in riddles.
Are you now feast?
Who's that?
Hey,
Marie.
Marie.
Mum
Marie
Marie.
actually just not long woke up. We were up late, weren't we? Marie Ellen. Oh, we were.
Yeah, I got the wrong end of the stick there. I'm sorry about that.
I think this phone it fell asleep as well.
Yeah, I just went live. I just pressed the button. I couldn't see anyone else live. Someone came in my back chat, I think, and gave me a link to Axel's, which is strange. He's live as well. And it
So you
said
have
the Strong King.
right.
I don't know who that was. Well, they
So
ever came in my back chat, clicked the link. Steve clicked the link earlier, and he doesn't really know much about this YouTube stuff. So don't tell
I
me you
don't.
can't click the link. He ain't got the balls.
No, he hasn't.
Paddy Mac took him.
Paddy Mac's funny with him, but there's definitely no 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 deals or anything like that as he's going on about. He's going on about I've done deals and stuff like that. No, there's
I don't
definitely
know
no
what he's going on
deals.
about.
Yeah, he wanted to, it's like he wanted to draw a line in the sand, but give everyone up. And what they've been up to behind the scenes regarding trying to set people up and stuff like that. And then he was obviously got to by Porky's one, which we know is Dee Dee. And then the next thing he's back to his old self. So,
Well, if
but
you know something and somebody's done something wrong and somebody else is going to pay the price, you don't need to make a deal. You just got to do the right thing. Someone's going to pay the price for something they haven't done.
yeah,
You know, I'm not. I'm not asking anybody to, make something up or anything like that.
mm-hmm.
Asking people to come forward if they can help with the situation.
Oh no, Ash actually. Oh, you've missed it, haven't you? You'll have been asleep. I think you may have missed it. Ash actually contacted me.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and rang me up yesterday. And then
Oh,
he was. Then I was talking to him with another person. And he was supposed to be sending some certain things over. He told me quite a lot about
right.
the problem that I've
I'm
got.
for that offline. Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, then he promised this, that, and the other, and then started just going live and riddling. So I just blanked him really, just didn't even look. But I mean, he's got no, he's got no free pass off me. Like,
Well, I've got a feeling he's pushing for a psychosis so he can go to hospital.
mm,
Live day and night, day and night. I've seen this behaviour before.
yeah, yeah. So he's just not to be trusted, is he? He's just full of it. I think he knows
No.
exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. He's always had. The problem is, all those time he spent behind the door, like, it gives you time to think things and plan things. Most people plan good things like getting out and getting a job and doing a degree or doing a bit of work that's actually going to pay rather than going on YouTube and creating drama. Oh dear, what goes on in his head when he's banged up? Oh, I can't even imagine. Absolute madness. Hello? I think the sound's gone. Oh, you're muted. I don't know. I can't zoom in. If you're talking, I can't hear. Or
Can you hear me,
maybe
Jim?
no one can hear me. I can hear you now, yeah.
Jim?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? It might be me. Oh. Hello?
I am back. Sorry, my
Can you
phone
hear
just
me?
went, my phone went there. Let me just read this as well. Right. 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 I'm just going to send you something, Jim.
Okay.
Right. Ignore who that's from. But that's, you knew that is anyway. So it's my pal. But we need to get that out. Mate, you there? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, just reading it. When I turn off the screen and go onto the WhatsApp screen, I know sometimes like it kicks me off a StreamYard.
Yeah. Bad that, innit? Where's Ashley? Is he still in here?
I don't think so,
Yeah.
no. I don't think so. He's probably gone live again. Probably listening to Whitney Houston and Madonna. Seems to have this like cheesy sort of music tape. Like he's locked in the 80s. Never even lived in the 80s. I don't think he's around the 80s. I think he should have fitted right in
How
the
old
80s.
is he?
I think he's only 30 something, early 30s.
Yeah.
I think he's probably born early 90s.
Yeah, so basically he thought that he could sort of draw lines in the sand. So he offered lots and lots of things to clear his name, which didn't happen.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So it was just all nonsense again. So, and that's what happened. So he didn't do it anyway. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he's just a bugger, isn't he? But he doesn't like the fact that
I was reading that thing properly.
yeah, he doesn't like the thing that Humble is with Roxanne, or Humble has called him, because he just lost his mind last night towards the end.
He's losing his mind every night and every morning.
I don't think he's ever had a mind, has he?
Nah. He's definitely on his way to some kind of institution. 1 minute he's going to jail, then he's not going to jail, then he's trying to mess with his fake fallouts.
Yeah, I know.
He's just an idiot. It's just there to
Uh-huh.
be ignored, really. Or watch a car crash. Like what seems like watching a car crash.
Well, I'm gonna have to obviously get to the
Out.
bottom of who's been around in hanging around that bungalow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the main thing. So it's, as I say, it's under investigation anyway. I'm under investigation. So my main priority is to find out who has been hanging around that bungalow and how pictures have ended up of it on the internet, because for all I know, it could be full of whatever nonsense again.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, at the end of the day, like, you should be safe in your own home, and the very people which are supposed to be not allowed in that area have been blatantly in that area.
yeah. So I can't even go and get any letters or anything like that, or even nothing. So I'm going to have to do something about that.
Yeah,
And like
it's,
I
it's
said,
disgusting. I can't. I don't want to. I've got to be careful what I say. Choose my words carefully. It's really, really frustrating because, like, I want to say this, I want to say that,
yeah,
but I can't.
I know I do too. But
it's like the old Bill got their ear to the phone, and you know it's there, and you can't speak. It's like you got to
yeah,
like nudge someone, like your lawyer under the table. It's like, can I say this? Can I say that?
I
And
know.
nudge me if I'm saying something wrong.
Well, they've had this silence since day one, haven't they, of it? And then all they've done is speak about it. So now they've gone one step beyond. They've not only sat on lives and spoke about it when they weren't supposed to be. Now there's pictures appeared. Now, if them pictures, Ash seemed to put up some type of chat. After that, when he said he was outside the house, after he said he'd put the price on my head, and also he said that he was outside the bungalow. So then he put up a thing showing that a certain other person had sent the pictures to him on the 14th of October. Now, on the 14th of October, that person shouldn't have been anywhere in the vicinities, especially not in a red Range Rover or any type of car, taking pictures of anything. So it's very, very strange. So
I think it was very clear on your sheet that you weren't allowed on each other's streets.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Because they even tried to bring Brian into it as well, didn't they? Said that a certain person wasn't allowed near Brian, which was a load of shit because Brian's name wasn't even mentioned. But yeah, it wasn't allowed on this street or bungalow. So now I've got that in black and white off, thanks to Ashley. Well, we can. We're gonna have to find out what's going on, because that means that people have been sneaking around it still. Whether it was October or whether it was when Ash said. So I don't know. But I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that. Definitely need to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, they're right. The link ain't in blue. I don't know why. Motorsports and buggies. I've got a video of humble human.
Yeah, that's
That's not real.
that one's definitely bird shit.
Goodbye. This bird shit house. Oh
I
shit!
don't
I
know, it could be
highlighted it.
ours.
Went to profit.
You know what I mean?
He's having a. He must be bored. He's probably going to go live later on and do a review of this one.
Yeah.
Make a few, spin a few lies in there. Try and play it that we're playing victims. Not playing victims. Just saying what's happening.
No, definitely not playing victims. I've never felt so.
Try and play it that
strong.
we're playing.
What?
No, I've got the other phone on so I can look at the YouTube from YouTube rather than StreamYard. Sometimes you can see things you can't see on the StreamYard.
Listen, I'm just letting them know that my place of residence, if you like, is under investigation, right? And at the end of the day, if there's people being snooping around there and people pretending to be outside there or not pretending to be outside there, the first thing that comes to my mind is, because of what has gone on in that bungalow, is that the same thing's going to happen. So either way, putting pictures out of it on the internet is causing me severe distress at the thought of being set up again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's going to be a heavy thing. Something heavy is going to happen legally. I can say that.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
can't go and get away with this kind of stuff. I've
it's the only
gone
way
way
around
over
it.
the line.
They've left me with no option. I mean, the worst thing in the world is anybody who grasses people up. And then you've got an even lower thing than that. I didn't think you'd ever get a lower thing than that. And you've got somebody that is willing to place something into somebody's house. I'm not saying who it is or who I think it is, but all I'm saying is if someone's going to place stuff in your house and then phone the police for a separate matter, knowing that they've left them things in there and the person whose house it is doesn't know, well, it's a very strange setup, isn't it? And they're the worst of the worst. So I believe that now the bungalows started getting shared again all over and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to have to
Yeah, you
try and
got
get
to
to
do
the
what you
bottom of
got to
it.
do to protect yourself.
Yeah, and I'm not going back in there until it's been fully investigated if anyone's been in it or not.
Ash, you keep making these community posts like how we got to protect the women, but this bungalow, only one woman lives there, and you're targeting it. You know, so maybe you should listen to your own advice.
I know, Bible, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not, why should I do years in jail for that lot? Do you know what I mean? The things, honestly, Bible, I can't wait for you to be able to speak, because if you see some of the things that we actually have seen, it opens your eyes, doesn't it, Jim?
Oh, yeah,
To
yeah, it's
like
crazy.
how that there is like people out there that will go to some extremes. But the only thing I feel I can do, I feel like I'm backed in a corner through Ash putting my bungalow on and saying he was outside of there. I feel now I'm backed in a corner that I can't go and start. I can't go down there in case something has happened down there. I can't go around to see anyone and say, oh, what's gone on and this, that, and the other, because I'm not allowed to. So the only
Mm.
thing the only option that I'm left with is to somehow ask the solicitor or whatever to get it fully checked out with what's gone on.
Yep.
I just don't know any other option, because either
Well, the
way,
thing is,
either way, him being outside of there or pretending to be outside of there, for what reason? What reason did he have to do that? So that created a lot of distress to me, because the first thing I said to you, Jim, was my bungalow's appeared online, and Ashley said he's got photos of it. So straight away I thought, oh my word, they're going to finish the job off and they're going to have me,
we've thought that for a while,
you know
haven't
what I mean? Because I'm on bail anyway.
we? Mm.
So, yeah, so that's what I just thought, my word. So now I've got to just get it investigated. And that's all I
Yeah,
can do.
I mean, if I was in your position, and I'm speaking for myself, I would be cooperating with the old bill 100% to prove that they're not mine. And you know, if people are trying to fit me up to put me inside, what am I doing wrong by not wanting to be fit up and be put inside? Like, you can't grass a grass. You
Yeah,
just can't do it.
I know.
So, like, you know, it's a different. You know, if two people had a fight in the street or whatever, and then the old bill came, and then you said he jumped you or whatever, yeah, I can understand. That's grassing, but when somebody's actually said, like, you know, for example, I've smashed I walked through a glass window, and then I called the police and said the person over next door did it to me. Go and nick him. I was like, hang on, no, I didn't. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? But the thing is, though, is when you throw a ball at a wall, it bounces back. And the harder you throw it, the harder it bounces back, if you know what I mean. And if it hits you on the way back, it's going to hit you twice as hard.
Mhm.
So that's the way I see this thing going.
I believe I'm allowed to post my thing later. I'm just going to check with the solicitor, but I believe I'm able to post my
Document.
interview disclosure where the police say that it was intelligence received.
Mm.
And it says quite a few other things, but yeah.
So I've been reading the comments. I'm just letting the people in the comments know. I just drifted off from the comments.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Yeah, so I just I've tried to get my head around it always and tried to think like now Ashley's come out with this video saying that it was taken whenever. Well, that alarms me as well because where that photograph came from, that person definitely wasn't allowed in that street at that time. So that's made me more alarmed because I don't know. So the only thing I can think of doing is just asking my solicitor to obviously get it checked out. I've saved every single photo, every single bit of live where people have said they've been to my house. So I think the only people that can really do anything in this situation is the people who I never usually use to do anything. I think it's got to be forwarded on to the people who are investigating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all I can think of. I can't think of any other way around it because as it stands, I've had a bungalow. People have had access. I haven't been there. Then all of a sudden, there's something found in there through intelligence, that has been placed there by someone else anyway.
It's probably the most dangerous place for you to be right now is in your own bungalow. It's the craziest thing.
I know.
Place where you should be the most safe, feel the most safest.
I know. So
it's just one big trap.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure what else to do. There's nothing I can do. I'm on bail and I'm not able to do anything. I've been silenced for how long, so I don't know. All I can do is speak to the solicitor, but I do think something's going to have to be done today because obviously I need to get in there and go and see if what mail's there and different things. And I tell you what, last time I went down there and bloody thought I was just walking into something. I ended up walking into a bloody this mess. So there's no way I'm allowing it to happen again.
I remember that clearly that day.
I know. Wasn't it weird that day when I got them feelings there?
Yeah, I know.
I know. And I was umming and ahhing, wasn't I, saying, should I go down, should I do this, should I do that? And then all of a sudden, I just thought, right, I have to take, I had to go and post a letter as well, wasn't it? Do you remember? And I got the email and then all that. I couldn't believe it.
There's a certain person revving their engine outside, not wanting, trying to, what's the word? Intimidate you, to make you go away from your own place.
Which I did. And then
yeah, exactly. Yep.
And then the next thing, all that had gone on. But I tell you what, it's crazy. But I mean, what would come into Ashley's head is what I can't understand. Why would Ashley want to come out with a live of saying he was outside my bungalow? And then the pictures and stuff. What for what reason? I don't know.
I think he's having a full-blown meltdown.
But then he's posted a video where I don't know who he's talking to. But then he said, I'm getting the blame for your photo. And he's
Yeah,
posted that. So I've kept
yeah.
it anyway.
Oh yeah,
But then,
I've got a copy of that as well.
but then it makes you think, why would that person want to be taking pictures of my bungalow? So, yeah, so I'll have to go and do something regarding that, I think.
Wonder
I
why
haven't
why
got
it
round
was
to doing it
taken
yet.
at that date and time as well.
Yeah, it's very odd. And I
You
don't
know
know
what
why
they've
it was
been
even passed to Ashley, do you?
exactly
Why would...
like why they've been shared around. You know, what's the motive behind taking that photo all those months ago and then sharing it in the groups? Or what were they planning to do with that photo?
Mm, I know.
How many more photos are they? Oh, I don't know.
I know.
The whole place is cameraed up in the area with government cameras anyway.
Yeah.
I saw a few when I was around there last time. And
Yeah.
some of the walls, the big black ones, walls and stuff like that. They never get deleted
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
cloud. It stays up there forever.
Yeah, definitely. So I think they're all had a hand in it somewhere, haven't they? Yeah. I don't even know why he's taking a lot of the rap for the others. If he's got something to say, he should say it, because the allegations, even the allegations re Paddy and stuff like that, and the way he's now coming out with he told her to say that. Well,
I don't know what's going through his head at the moment. I think he's trying to be a martyr 1 minute, and then he's.
I think it's
Oh, I
all
don't
a
know.
load
I
of
really don't
lies
know.
with him. I think he just
Yeah,
lies
he is.
constantly.
It's the same pattern of behaviour when I first got to sort of know him. It was all friendly in that Instagram group, and then when
Yeah,
things got on top, he just started turning the group against each other and forming
yeah,
alliances with the enemy and stuff like that.
yeah. There's just
And then
lots
he
and
got.
lots of lies. I
And
think
it's
with him.
exactly the same pattern again. He's trying to
Yeah.
blame Paddy, saying that he had him recall. I'm like, bollocks, man, you filmed yourself
No,
saying you're going
he
to do something. Ash.
he he had himself recalled. Paddy wouldn't ever get
I
anybody
know.
recalled. It was actually Dave and Humble that had him recalled, right? And a couple of others that
Mm.
I know for sure that were phoned in certain places. It had nothing to do with Paddy. Um, he's totally backing up the wrong tree there. And at the end of the day, he goes on about, I've done jail for YouTube, but let's put it in perspective, right? No, there was an incident of a girl getting hit with a bat, right? Whatever story you want to make up with for that or come out with for that, you were still charged with hitting that girl with a bat. You've got the story of where he gassed himself up on his own graph phone, and then you've got him going to do to attend somebody's house. Now, at the end of the day, then he started screaming and shouting on YouTube, but he likes to make out that he's being jailed off for YouTube and stuff like that, which is absolute garbage. You got jailed off
No,
for the
he
offences
got
you
recalled.
committed. Yeah, and you were on licence or whatever it was, and you probably
Oh, I
got...
know 100% because in that group,
Mm-hmm,
he just come back from a probation meeting and they said you can't go on YouTube.
mm-hmm,
And then we made a video call. We were told to record a video call. One person was, and then we're going to upload that video call to YouTube. There's like a little loophole. And then he just thought, "Fuck that! I'm going to go live," and then ended up getting recalled. Exactly after what his probation told him not to do. He said he can't go on YouTube. I don't think he was even allowed in group chats. So I don't know why he tried to go around that, like a group phone call thing. And when he got recalled, he was with that bird. It was Anna or something. And she said the most ridiculous thing. She's on the phone with him. He'd just been recalled, and she said, "Kick off." Does that sound like the best thing to do? Like when you've been, in a police station and you've been recalled? Yeah, kick off. They'll just let you out if you kick off. I keep mental, man. and she accused me of grassing him up.
It's crazy. Some of the things that come out with though, and it's yeah, I do agree with that Bible as well. And because for some reason he really, really, really turned against me. Now he kept going on about this voice of. It's quite embarrassing to actually say it, really, because I'm from the northeast, so I obviously I'm going to be able to speak about the northeast. But I used to find it quite cringy when he used to like be desperate to, as he called it, to be the voice of the northeast, and he was chosen, and I was speaking about things he was supposed, and I'm thinking, what on earth are you talking about? I just couldn't understand it, and then I realised that he had an obsession with the northeast, like certain other people who have unhealthy obsessions with the northeast. And do you know what? It's like, what on earth are you on about, Ashley? I'm from the northeast.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about Cumbria or Carlisle or maybe start telling the truth?
Well, according to our saw Askers, you can turn on almost any part of the day, and you guarantee he'll be live with it. He'll already be live in 5 minutes. And he was
Mhm.
saying that Humble's in Cumbria, but you won't find him because he's setting up brothels, and he'd be surrounded by people, and he's hiding in those brothels. It's like, Ash, if you want to tell us where he's already told you where he is, go look for him. It's like, people aren't going to spend their lives chasing shadows because some crackhead on the internet said that's where he is. Oh yeah, let's just get everybody and just go, because somebody said he's probably in a brothel in Carlisle, big place Carlisle, and we'll go and have a little word with him. A wee cup of tea, as Humble likes to put it.
Yeah. Well, I haven't, I haven't really mentioned much about it. I think you know, don't you, Jim? There's a couple of people that do know, but I didn't know anything about when he put that money on my head until
Mm.
I had a knock on the door about, it was about 2:30 in the morning, wasn't it? Can
Yeah, I
you remember?
remember. Yeah, I remember.
So
Yeah.
I phoned you off and I said, can you see in the cameras? I said, the dogs are going absolutely crazy because I knew you'd be
Yeah.
away. So you had a look and you said, oh, it's a police car. And I said, how long's it been there for? Because the dogs were going crackers, weren't they? So I
Yeah,
said,
yeah. I remember. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the bloody meteor, right? The first. I was,
so they'd
and
woke
then I
me
realised
up
you're talking about
and
the
I
door.
woke, and then you were already awake and I was saying to you, so how long's it been there? It said, oh, about 7 minutes, hadn't it, out on the street? So
About
I said,
15
well,
minutes, I think it was.
yes, I said, I'm going to have to open the door and see what's going on because the dogs weren't going to shut up with her. So I got the dogs in the kitchen and I opened the door and then he said to me, how come you're awake? And
Yeah,
I said, how come I'm awake? I said, because the dogs have been going absolutely hacker. I said, I fell asleep on the sofa. I said, and the dogs are going crazy. So I phoned my friend to look at the camera because you were still on the phone, weren't you?
yeah, I
I
was.
said,
Yeah,
there's a police
we were
car
talking about
outside.
that meteorite. Then that's why, and it shifted to that. So you said it's outside. I was like, what do you mean it's outside? So I was looking for the live link to that meteorite that was that comment or something. Not comment,
Yeah,
comment. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're on about. And he went, no, outside the house. What do you mean it's outside the house? I thought you were looking at the stars. So then I looked at the camera and I thought, oh, there's coppers there.
So obviously the dogs weren't going to shut up and he had his main beam on and all that and the engine was running. So I went and opened the door and then he's come up the driver and said, what was I doing awake? No, because I've opened the door before he's knocked. And I went, eh? I went, because you've been parked there for I don't know how long. I said, and the dogs are going crazy. So he said, I've got to come in. I said, well, it's a bit not possible because I said everyone's asleep in the house. I said, and the dog's going to go more mad. And he went, oh no, he said, I've definitely got to come in. So he said, I've got reports from, was it Cumbria? Was it Scotland and somewhere else? There was 3 reports they
Merseyside.
received. Merseyside. 3 reports they received saying that somebody put money on my head on a live, wasn't it? Beat me up.
Yeah.
So I just said to him, I said, oh, be the trolls. I said, they usually do it every day. And I said, it's a daily occurrence. So he said, but are you all right? And this, that, and the other. I said, well, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I said, I've got cameras there, the dogs alert me to anything. And I said, I don't want any of them warning things serving, what they called, Osmond things. So then
Yeah.
about a week ago, but I don't post all this, see. Then about a week ago, I got another one. It was on Sunday afternoon, and that was two came and they said, we've got to give you a welfare check. And that had come from, where was it? Cumbria.
Don't
So
think I was up for that one.
no, you were. This was on the afternoon. But it's just become pretty much normal. Now things happening that I don't always like say things, but yeah. So it is crazy. He is. I don't know what he's up to. Because I mean that hatred he had on that when I listened to that video back, because I had to go looking for it. And when I listened to it back, he was going, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. I was thinking, how can you hate people like that? So if he thought for
Oh,
1
right,
minute,
yeah.
so if he thought for 1 minute yesterday that I was believing a word he said, it was madness. I think if the phone call will come out anyway, because he'll have had it recorded. He said something like, "What will it take for me, Mandy, Sharon, who else? There was loads of them he mentioned, to be left alone." And I said, "Are you there?"
Yeah, I just see he's gone live.
So I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I've never had a problem with these women, never had a problem with me. I said, I haven't got a problem with anyone, Ash. So he said, he started asking if a certain person was a lady of the night. I give my opinion on it. And then I had to go and
That's
take
the
the call.
replaying is live. Just for about that, you know.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
So
it's all
then,
right.
yeah, it's fine. Whatever I'm saying is fine. So the next thing, he's talking about, I want to do this type of drawing a line in the sand, this type of drawing a line in the sand. So I got another person on the phone with me who was on YouTube, and asked them to be present when I was speaking to him, because I didn't trust what he was saying anyway. And I felt like it was some kind of like feeble attempt to cover himself with certain things. I don't know, but I just think he's crackers.
You ever see that film, was it Hangover, with that Chang? And I think he got ironed out at the end by this gangster. No, he didn't. He got ironed the gangster out, but he thought he was ironed out in the boot of his car. And he said, "Why did you do that for?" You know, it was all done and dusted. And he said,
Yeah,
"That is madness. You don't talk to madness. You don't reason with madness. You put madness down."
yeah.
There's one thing I'd agree with. If you're trying to negotiate with crazy, you can't.
No, you can't. You can't. So I just feel like, really, it's just best off letting him like live how he's living in his little mind, conspiring this, conspiring that. I mean, he obviously doesn't trust the people who are around him. A lot of them have left him high and dry, from what I can see. I think he's getting wrapped up in cotton wool. They get sent in every now and again, DD and the other one, to wrap him in cotton wool and give him a little bit of a lullaby song down the phone, and then
Sort of act like a female crusader. I'm a
yeah,
crusader.
to keep him calm that way. But I think they've all been up to that much weird, underhanded,
Oh yeah,
deceitful
it's obvious.
stuff
He doesn't want them spilling the beans. That's
that
Dave
they've all kind
and
of,
Mandy and all that. They want to keep him on side.
Yeah, they're all panicking about something. So.
Oh, for sure. When Dave didn't
Yeah.
want me to turn on him again because he knows I've got loads of shit on him.
Hmm. And I actually think
I
that
mean,
there's going to be a lot of. I think they've gone one step too far when
yeah. Well,
you start
when he said,
letting newcomers in like they have and trusting them, and then you start letting them newcomers being part of setups in people's houses and different things, anything anyway, and all the stuff that has gone on regarding Paddy and stuff, getting accused of things. Now you can't just like think, right, oh well, I made that up and I'm walking away from all of it now. Like Paddy's got to have every right to clear his name. Like, why should he go through this for the fourth time?
yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? So, and why do they think they can come out with things like that and then just leave it and leave that hanging over people's head? No way in the world.
Well, what you got to understand is what this group have in common is that they all tell lies. And what kind of people, tell lies? Snakes. And what do
Mm.
snakes want to look after the most? Themselves. So when
Yeah.
shit gets, there's no loyalty there. There's no
No, there's
loyalty
no
for the
loyalty.
group. There's loyalty for
No.
themselves. Oh, look at these people, they're all enemies a while ago. They're all
Yeah.
teamed up to fight a common enemy.
Yeah.
No, they put all their differences to one side. So when it all goes wrong, the first person they're going to think of is not, my friends. They're going to think of themselves.
Yeah.
And they're all going to jump ship.
I agree. I was quite I wasn't alarmed or anything because I think I dealt with it quite well, but Humble was failing rapidly with me. He tried and tried and tried every which way but loose to shut me up, if you like. The other ones did who were around him at the time, and then I do believe that there was a some kind of trolling operation put on me because all of a sudden out of nowhere we had quite a few, didn't we? Especially when I think it was especially when I was started talking to you, Jim. No, I'm joking. No, but I mean when we were when we started speaking, the things did heat up, didn't they? And we had a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
There was lots and
I'll
lots
just
of
interrupt
lots of
for a
it.
second whilst Ash is restreaming. Paddy Mac says you're a big pussy, so make sure you restream that, Ash. Okay, yeah, sorry. Just a broadcast there.
So we got Paddy Mac's funny. So we ended up getting like it was like a trolling operation we had on us at one point, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you were getting like things what were horrendous pictures put out, families, this, that, and the other. There was all kinds going on, but we never expected it to go as far as it did we?
Oh,
But
mate, they've contacted people with a similar second name, and which has nothing to do with me. I put the screenshots out already. The bloke
yeah,
couldn't believe it.
yeah,
I know him now. I didn't know him before. And
yeah,
he tried to say that we believe my brother was a nonce enabler and
yeah.
how they deserve to get one in the nut, and he's going to go to the police
It was
on me.
insanity, wasn't it?
So I'm going to get one in the nut, and he's going to get the police on me in the same sentence. Oh dear.
When you think back, what's gone on though, you wouldn't be able to even write it, would you? And then there was like maniacs turning up here with double barrel shotguns, and then
Oh no.
that was absolutely insane that night. I just said, I just said to you, Bobby, I'd come off Paddy's live thinking I was all hard because I'd had a couple of vodkas. So I went, oh, we're not spending our life watching these cameras like that. I said, that's it. I thought, yeah, I did. I said, I'm a hard case now, Bob. I went, well, you're not doing this no more. So I said, bugger the cameras, let's have a little drink, didn't I? So I'd had another vodka and I went upstairs all brave. I think somebody was on the phone to Brian at the time and they were talking. And I burst in the bedroom and I went, right, that's it. No more watching that bloody CCTV or nothing like that. I said, because I'm not bothered anymore. If what'll be, will be. And at that, I looked out the window and then there's this lad running up in a balaclava and his face covered. But he looked like he had like a tennis racket bag in his hand, and then I went, "Come in here, are you?" No, dead drunk.
Silly boy.
Oh, think you're a hard case, do you? Come in here, are you? What you gonna do with that? So when he
It's
picked
all
it up,
right. He can't even you do it.
but I was absolutely mortal, hanging out the window, and then I was thinking, what on earth is he trying to get out of that bag, right? So when I seen what it was, I said, "What you gonna do with that? Pasty, you can't even use it, can you? What are you gonna?" And I didn't for 1 minute because it was that big, right? I didn't for 1 minute think it was actually going to go off. And then all of a sudden, I just seen him trying to pull the trigger one side, and he must have, like you said, the barrel. It must have been on a
Two
different
hammers.
side, right? And I remember pulling the curtain around me in the bedroom just and hiding behind the curtain, right? And I thought, when I think back, why didn't I just shut the window and bob down or
Yeah, I
whatever?
want because the thing is with shotguns, you can fool them with all kinds of crazy stuff.
I know, but
You
I
fill it
think
with
me shouting
salt.
stopped him from
Yeah.
getting closer.
Oh yeah, he didn't know what he was doing.
And then people
Um,
call me, they'll say, "Oh, people call people grasses." Hold on, has anyone ever been arrested for it? The police
no,
inspector came
never.
out, then if the police inspector came out next day, said, "I need you to sign this as you won't give any statement because you've already told the officers last night." And that was that. Do you know what I mean? And it was actually the neighbours that actually called them. Then you've got lunatics then saying I was hanging out at the window because they're not content with what they've
I just ignored
already
him.
tried
The
to
police
do.
know what happened.
It's saying that I was like having some kind of shootout in the street. I'm thinking you're all mad.
Well, there's only
Right?
one noise. All the neighbours only heard one noise, and there's only one person holding
I
something
know,
that resembled a pea shooter.
I know. Hey, we've had some times, haven't we? It has been crazy.
Yeah,
Then we've
yeah.
had
The lies are crazy. Man.
every man needs dog out welfare. Um, you name it, we've had it. You've had it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you've
yeah.
got
I
through
know.
it.
You know, he introduced himself to what he believed was my brother as he said he's an international speedo hunter. Oh dear, that fat man from Wirral is an international, got a network of people all over the globe
Hey, my
getting
word.
speedos. Either putting one of
Hey.
them up or calling the police on them.
And I tell you when I was disturbed, do you remember when they were sending you videos of them adding like all these different people in Thailand? They must have just put Thailand in and started adding everyone in Thailand, didn't they? And they were saying stuff like, "I'm setting my dogs on these people now." I mean, what on earth is going on in their heads to be on the computer 24/7, trying to like destroy people with lies?
Yeah, I know. He did try it.
It's
And
just
even
insane.
what he did was even worse. He started stalking the person that he thought was my brother and started getting pictures of his son. And he was
Wow.
like, this person doesn't even know me. I know him now because he thought it was my brother.
No, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You know, it's proper madness. I've got all the screenshots to prove it. Because he didn't realise the whole time he was messaging him, he was messaging me and saying like he's a fucking nutcase. At one point, he said I was winding him up at first. Said we had a
Yeah.
family meeting, and then later on he goes, "This geezer really thinks I'm your brother." I think he really is convinced.
Oh my word. Hey, and then you bloody came to England, didn't you? Because then all that madness happened when I put the phone down to you, said I was going to check somewhere out, and then all that happened. 24 hours later, was incommunicado. I wasn't able to let any of you know where I was I?
No, can I get guessing game?
Oh, it's crazy. And then all that happened, and then you come over, and it was, thank God you did, to help me at the time, because I think I'd have been like a headless chicken. Wouldn't I? I wouldn't have got wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to deal with anything because I was that confused by all of it. I couldn't understand
And I
anything.
really wanted to visit some people, didn't I? But I just
I
realised that
know.
these people are grasses, and if I do, then they will do me for conspiracy as well.
Yeah.
So
And then
I
you
had
don't
to
want to
just
put me in a
really bite my
situation.
tongue. I really wanted to visit some people badly.
I know. And then I was put in a position where I was silenced and under conditions. So that would have meant you were at our house, blah, blah, blah. So there was nobody you could go and speak to, was there? It was just like,
Paul Wilson, if you're not going to contribute to the chat, you might as well go on time out. You're just talking absolute rubbish.
yeah, crazy. But I don't know how you coped with me, like, because for them first 4 months, if I hadn't been through, I couldn't even think straight, could I? Like
No.
each day there was some other trauma or dilemma going on. Like, you just wouldn't even be able to come out with it all, would you? Like the stuff that was happening. Oh, I was like, no. And then we had all this trolling campaign going on where people had been through through all forms and it was insanity. When I look back on it now, I think, fucking hell. It was getting to
Oh,
the point
every
where I
day
didn't
there's
dare.
a new drama.
Yeah, I didn't even dare turn the phone on at some days. And then when I did, it would be like a new thing. And you would say to me, I don't think you should maybe look at anything. And then obviously curiosity killed the cat. And I'd have to
Yeah.
look at it. And then before we knew it, it'd be another thing. But yeah, I tell you what, we got through it though, didn't we, all of us?
Yeah, there's like people trying to attach themselves to your phone. And we found out what the culprit of that was because the phone rang. There was transactions coming out your bank account from like Tesco Market, or wherever it was,
Tesco Marketplace,
in
that's right.
Peterborough. There's a
Yeah.
pizza bought in Peterborough at the same time, all going on at the same time. I'll
Oh
tell you
yeah,
what,
and then
there's
that man had rang. We
never a
rang
dull
that.
moment in your household.
No, we rang that man, didn't we, in Peterborough,
Yeah,
who had the pizza shop, and he was talking for ages. I think he'd just come out of the army and that, hadn't he? And he's quite high up in the army. Do you remember?
yeah.
And he was talking to us, but he was really nice. And then there was that Argos
Oh yeah, the Argos as
scenario,
well.
wasn't
Yeah.
there? Like a card, and I was going to you, what is a PFS? And Sainsbury's PFS mean? And it was because it was started charging me. It's still, the interest is crazy because it's gone over the thing. But I mean, it was like, oh yeah, in debt with this card, and I was thinking PFS, and it was like all the times of Sainsbury's filling station. I thought I haven't even got a card.
They got drones up over your house multiple
Drones,
times.
yeah. Oh,
That
them
bloody
drones.
weird Wi-Fi thing that keeps connecting. People are going to think this is mad.
Honestly, right, but this was what was really happening, right? So I'll write in the chat, and when I tell you to say what the Wi-Fi thing that was attaching itself to to us was called, right? Um, you
I'm
can
going to
say it,
say it.
yeah. And I'm gonna press. Hold on, let me let me press send. Hold on. Um, right, you say it, and I'll post it.
CIA surveillance van. That's it. It comes on. It's weird. It comes on every now and then it came up as I was leaving your state, and then I thought I want to screenshot that, and I went back, and it was just boom. It vanished. It just pops up every now and again. That Wi-Fi network, like for a split second, then it just goes.
I
So,
know.
like, if it really was like someone spying, then why would they call themselves a CIA, which is a spy firm, giving their game away? And it's really weird because it sometimes it's there and then it just goes again within like a fraction of a second.
I said to you, I said, Jimmy, I said, there's a CIA surveillance van. And you went, oh, be one of your neighbours to say that's what they'll call themselves. I said, I don't think so. They're all a bit like Stepfordy around here. And I said, they all go like to work at the same time, and they all have their own little thing. I've never seen that before. Then there was that van that kept coming.
Yeah, I know. It happened the
Oh,
last day as I was leaving your estate. I was just about to leave on the way home, and then because I was coming off the Wi-Fi onto 3G, and then it came up as because the Wi-Fi was still on, but I was coming away from your Wi-Fi, and then it came up on the list of Wi-Fi's CIA surveillance van. So I thought, I want to screenshot that. I'll go back to that, and then it was gone.
my word! And then we had the poisoning.
And the drones.
Oh, the drones were horrendous, weren't they? Them drones.
It's,
And they were bad then because the dogs were going absolutely crazy in the back, and then they would go crazy out the front, and then the camera, you just couldn't get the camera to go back to a normal place because it would just follow
yeah,
the
when it's on
drone.
motion sensor,
Yeah.
it keeps going flicking up.
Mm. It was crazy. Then we had and then that time when I looked I was been in your van on the live, and it was at the beginning when I was still quite confused because you just come over, hadn't you? And I was in the van,
Yeah.
and I remember doing a live, and I was quite upset because I was thinking, hold on a minute, I don't even know what was in that bungalow, and stuff like that, which I still don't know for sure. And I was thinking, what about the dogs? And I'd get little cry fits, wouldn't I? So then they jumped onto that video live in the van. Next thing, I was turned into like a James Bond agent type thing with a thing in my hand, wasn't I? Like, oh, she's been
Bloody
seeing
hell.
this. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And then
Yeah, I know.
where they had me like from holding it like that. And I was thinking, my word, this is crazy where all these coming from. And then it was put on Brian's bed, and Brian was made to look like really tucked up. And then there was like hammers and circled round places, and as if I was like some kind of like lunatic who had a cache of weapons. Oh, it was awful. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you call it.
As if someone in England would actually hold that up and take a picture of themselves. And how could you take a selfie in that AI picture? You had both hands on the thing.
No, no, it was bananas. It was bananas, and
Oh,
then I looked, and
crazy.
they weren't even my fingers.
Yeah, I know.
Because I have obviously tattoos on
Well, I've
both
admitted
hands.
it was AI now, but for some reason, Asher said it was me. It's me. He loves to take the. He loves saying, "Oh, it's me." Like he'd be a
Yeah,
good advocate for like taking the blame for
yeah,
ping
yeah.
pongs that have gone off and no one's claimed responsibility for them.
And then I was getting like cards through doors. Remember, there's people turning up at the door in all kinds of official looking people, and it got to the point where I'd look at the cameras and then I'd say to Jim, "Oh, Jim, can you have a look at them? What do they look like?" Because I just got to the point where I didn't even want that to answer the door anymore. I was like, "Who's it going to be next?" And he had like what they call lanyards around the neck. Do you remember that one? So I didn't
Yeah.
answer it. And then obviously when I'd stopped looking at posts because I was getting like pornographic drawings through the post addressed to Brian, saying
Mm.
this is what she's been up to. I was like, is this really all happening? It felt like I was in like
Those
some
were some
kind
of
of
the drawings that were sent to Decca,
yeah. Mm.
but there was apparently those ones. The ones from before were sent from a prison. I think it had like
Mm.
prison paperwork, not
Yeah.
paperwork.
And I was saying that at the time they were gonna make me into the next decade, weren't they? So it
Well, I
got
think
to
at
the
the
point.
time when Becca received those pictures, Ash was in jail.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
Hmm.
I know people like to pass their time in jails with drawings. Those pictures they sent to Decca were just vile, speedo shit, man.
Mm.
Really
Then I
bad,
wouldn't
man.
answer I wouldn't answer the door, so I wouldn't open letters. And then one night I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to go in the letterbox because they could set back into the letterbox. So, and when I did, I seen that card saying, "Oh, from the police, we've tried to contact you. Can you contact this number?" And when I looked at it, it was like a Stockton police force number, and when I rang it and put the put the reference in, it said, "Oh yeah, we want you to come in for a voluntary interview, right, for an offence
Oh yeah.
regarding somebody
Mm.
in the first of all, it was the Newcastle area, wasn't it? So then I got the solicitor to arrange me to go in with me. The solicitor got there, and then they said, "Oh, they couldn't make it that morning, and he travelled quite far." And he said, "Well, she's already in a taxi," and he rang me and just said, "Oh, you have to go back because he's has to go out on a job." And then it was arranged for the next weekend to go in, because that was the only time the solicitor could go in as well, and this cop who wanted his following interview. So I was about to go down there again, and I said, "Bobby, pass that phone in." And it was ringing, and it was on silent. I hadn't realised, and it was a private number. And I picked it up, and he went, "Oh, hi, it's so and so, so and so." He said, "Just to let you know that you've been eliminated and you're no longer a suspect." And I said, "But what was it about anyway?" Because my head then was thinking, I was already thinking, well, what have I done in Newcastle? And then they said, "Oh, I can say it's the Gateshead area, but you've been eliminated from being a suspect." So I still don't even know what I was suspecting, do I? Still,
Mm.
but I've good ideas now. And then obviously the lies about Paddy have started and different things like that. And then you've got idiots pretending to be outside places of investigations. It's just all bananas. But they leave you with no option because you're silenced. You can't speak. You can't stick up for yourself. So you've got to let all these lies just run. Where I could have gone, blah, 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 there's proof of that, there's proof of that, and cleared my name. But I haven't. I've been, it'll be 6 months by the time this is up, won't it? That I've been silenced for, from telling the
Yeah.
truth.
Let's
Yeah,
extend again.
yeah.
Mm.
And in the meantime, we've got serious harassment and being tried by social media.
Oh, this is
Um,
serious high
right,
level trolling this evening.
right. Because what they've done is they've spoke about the case prior to the case, during the case, about the arrest, about blah, blah, blah. Even put me in a bag of drugs and Brian next to Scales 2 days after the arrest. I mean, where did that come from? Because I hadn't even been online.
Yeah, I
Or
know.
about anything that was found in the bungalow, do you know what I mean? So,
Must have been
um,
screenshot anyway.
yeah, so it's been a whole world of craziness, but we'll get to the bottom of it. I don't know. And
We've
then
got
he starts,
thousands of screenshots.
yeah, and
Thousands.
oh, Lord. He
Ones
has
that
to get,
aren't there no more as well. Ones that have been taken down. We've got them all.
we had to do, what about when you kept having to go out and get more phones and different things to hold all the lives that were getting done? Because it was getting to a
Yeah.
point where we were having to download every single live, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
every single thing
On
has
the
been
laptop.
kept, thank God. But yeah, so now it's got to a point where obviously people have gone from me being a poisoner, a drug dealer, what else? Gun
They're trying
touting.
to fabricate it.
Yeah, and I do believe that they've ruined any type of investigation that's been ongoing, because all I was doing was sitting back and being quiet, and the things and the lies that were getting said. So I feel like I won't even get a fair thing, because that much has been put out on the internet. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And
I
he has
just
got
wish it was back
people.
like the old days where you could just deal with this shit offline. Well, they
I
wouldn't be in
know,
online.
I know,
People either meet up and smash up, or they just
I
wouldn't.
know, I know. And then
There's
don't
too many
forget,
people think this YouTube community is big, but it's not. It's very, very small. What
and then don't
happens
forget
outside this
Brian.
YouTube ain't the same.
Don't forget Brian.
Yep.
Prior to all this, Brian was put into home house prison,
Oh yeah.
right? And then he was let out on Judge and Chambers, right, for something and nothing compared to really what's been going on with what's been said about me and stuff. He was then
You know,
tagged, right, put on a tag, not allowed out of the house between 8 and 8. Not that he went out of the house anyway because he's not very well. So, but it's just
well, it's
all
Thomas for him as
bizarre.
well. It's terrible, really, because like he's got a good channel there. And, and he could do well, and they're taking away his voice. In a sense, it sort of takes away most of the channel as well, which got a lot of people are interested in that. There's a lot of subs.
I mean, that Ryan's was horrendous, and all of that going into that home house and when he was really poorly and different things like that. It's just sad.
Oh, and they're all laughing about it and getting kicked out of it.
I know.
And giggling and writing snarty comments on different accounts, even on their own accounts. No names, but you don't know who they are.
I know.
Oh,
Just
dear.
madness. But as I say, when people are starting to say they've got photographs of people in like sort of intimate photographs which you've received the messages of, and they've admitted to sharing all over the place. There's not a lot you can do when you're under investigation otherwise than to let the investigation take its course, but they've got to know obviously things that have been said and blah blah blah. But it's got to the point now where I think the only way around all this, because I have tried to just keep quiet and stuff, and now I think it's got to the point where I think, right, I'm gonna have to do something here and stick up for myself, and instead of burying my head in the sand, I've got to definitely have a word with the solicitor to try and pass all this other stuff over, because I just think it's all just really bad what's going on. But I'm definitely not gonna allow this lot to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Can you still people commenting? Because ever since type surveillance van, I can't see any comments. I see 33, 40 people in it. I'm still live.
I think it's because we've been chitty chatting.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna go now anyway.
I'm going to jump in the shower. I'm still stinking from the gym. I was in the gym today, and the bloke went to take me down, and because you got wearing these open gloves. This is why people, if you're going to practice this, cut your fingernails. I went to pull my hands down, and I actually just like a claw and gouged my own face.
Oh my
I got blood pizzing out of my eyes.
Oh hell!
Oh, what an idiot! I was just angry with myself. I better jump in the shower. I'm still stinking from the gym. All right, everybody.
Take it easy, Jim.
Have a good one. I'm just going to put this phone on charge.
Right,
Speak to you soon.
Easy. Right, bye.
All right. All right.